Hey there, Gemini, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. In this reading, we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies, as well as any energies the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week. Also, Gemini, please remember that if someone is strongly energetically connected to you, their energy may show up in your reading. So take the energies as they resonate. They may be reversible or interchangeable between you and your person. Okay, Gemini, the main energy that you're going to be dealing with this week is the Five of Pentacles, a separation, a loss, possibly you going through this now, or you taking a look back at a separation or a loss that you've experienced in the past and realizing some stuff. So we'll see when we clarify. In the recent past, you get the Ten of Cups, the World, and the Judgment. There was a lot of happiness, a lot of emotional fulfillment that you were feeling here, and I feel like that almost ended. It's like a cycle of really positive energy closed out for you because you were meant to go through a transformation. With the Judgment, there is immense transformation going on. Usually when we go through this transformative energy, the end result is incredible. The process itself is a little bit challenging. In the current situation, you get the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Wands. There's somebody here showing up for you, someone that you view as very attractive, someone that you really care about, someone that you're like, yeah, that's the person for me. There's a little bit of confusion surrounding this whole situation with this person. It could be that you're not really sure what's happening between you and this person or where you guys stand. There's confusion tied up to this connection with this person. In the near future, you get the Page of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Justice. There's a conflict showing up here between you and somebody else. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. There's a conflict, a disagreement, an argument even. It doesn't feel super serious. It's not like, oh, this is like, the end all be all, like we're never going to get back together. But there's definitely a disagreement here. And I see with the Justice card, you showing up and being like, yeah, we're done with this argument. Let's be adults. Let's balance this out. Let's bring back the good energy. Let's clarify. Let's take a look. We'll start off by clarifying this Ten of Cups in your recent past. See what that's about. Okay. For the Ten of Cups in the recent past, you get the Two of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Swords. It's almost like you're waiting for this happiness to come in. There's somebody here, and again, I'm going to say you because this is your reading. This could be your person, so take the energies as they resonate. I'm just reading the energy of the room. I don't know who it is, who's in it, and who's who. It's almost like you're waiting for happiness. You're waiting for this person to come up and express how they feel and open up to you. It's like you're waiting for them to communicate with you and approach you because you know that that's going to bring you happiness. So you're just kind of like sitting there and being like, yeah, I know that's going to happen. I know that whoever this person is that I want, they're coming back. They're going to tell me what I want to hear. They're going to make me feel good. And that's all I want. That's going to make me happy. And it's almost like you're just kind of like sitting there waiting, like, yeah, I know you're coming. Interesting. Let's take a look at the World in the recent past. Okay, dude. If your cards are going to be just like Aquarius, just flying out everywhere, oh my God, Aquarius's cards were just like shooting out of the deck. Ugh. I love the energy, but please, let's try to keep it down so the cards are all staying on the table. The World is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. I don't feel like a cycle is closed out here for you. I feel like you're afraid of this cycle closing out. The way it's showing up, it's like there's an ending here, some cycle that's supposed to come to an end. I don't see it closing out though. I see you just being like trying to protect yourself, or you're like afraid of whatever this is, imaginary thing. You're like, oh my God, what if this comes to an end? Oh my God, what if this doesn't happen? What if like we break up? There's a lot of overthinking here when it comes to this fear that you have of something coming to an end. I don't know what this is. What it is that you're afraid is going to come to an end, but you're almost like trying to protect yourself and like guard yourself against the possibility of this happening. And so much so to the point where you're thinking about it and overthinking and you're kind of like freaking yourself out when I don't feel like it's actually happened. I don't even think like I don't think it's gonna happen either. I think that's more like a fear that you had in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Judgment in the recent past. The Judgment is clarified by the Three of Cups, the World again, and the Death. Okay. Again, I don't feel... The way the energy is coming in, it's like you're coming to this, like, realization or this understanding that this reconciliation is just not going to happen. I feel like in the recent past you were afraid of this not happening, but then it's almost like you made the decision where you're like, okay, I'm afraid of this Okay, the way the energies are coming in, this isn't going to resonate for everybody. I'm letting you know right now, but for those of you that need to hear this, this is you. There's somebody here that you were waiting on in the recent past. You were so afraid that they weren't going to come in. You were so afraid that whatever it is you were expecting from them wasn't going to happen. And so you were so afraid of this connection, this dynamic actually coming to an end, that you made the decision to be like, okay, I'm afraid that this is going to happen. So instead of me waiting for the worst case scenario to happen, I'm going to make this happen. And it's almost like you made the decision to end this. Like you're like, I don't want to reconcile. I don't want you coming back into my life. I've made the decision. I don't want you at all. I don't even see you communicating this to this person. I feel like this is all happening between you and you. But it's like you were so afraid of something happening and you're like, well, I'm going to beat this to the punch. I don't want to wait for the pain. I don't want to wait for my worst fear to come true. I'm just going to like nix this in the bud and be like, yeah, I don't want to reconcile. I don't want this anymore. And again, that's not going to be for everybody, but for those of you that this resonates, that's meant for you. And again, I'm saying you because this is your reading. It could be your person, Gemini. Okay. For the Emperor in the current situation, you get the Five of Cups, the Judgment, which you just got in your recent past. Give me one more, please. King of Cups. Gemini, why are you doing this to yourself? The Emperor is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Judgment, and the King of Cups. You know how you made this beautiful decision in the past to be like, yeah, I don't want this. I don't want to reconcile. Forget it. I'm done, right? Yeah. In the current situation, whoever this is looking back at that decision and being like, yeah, I regret that. That was bullshit. The reason that was bullshit is because this person has a lot of love. They care about you, okay? If this is your person, they have so much love for you. They do want to reconcile. They were just so afraid of it not happening that they're like, I'm going to protect myself and prevent this from happening. They're looking back at it now and they're like, what the heck was I doing, man? That was dumb. They really regret that because they have a lot of feelings. Whoever it is, they regret that decision that they made. Whether or not they even communicated it with you, by the way, or you communicated with them, I don't see that happening, but we still go through all these like emotions within ourselves, and then we can look back and be like, I was being stupid. Why was I lying to myself? Let's take a look at the Seven of Cups in the current situation. Seven of Cups is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Whoever this is in the current situation, they feel a really strong connection. They want to come together with you. Again, I feel like this is somebody from your past. I don't feel like this is somebody new. There's a lot of love here. There's too much depth of emotion for this to be a new connection. And I feel like whoever this is, they're looking back at different choices that they may have made, and they're like, oh my gosh, the things that I decided on, the things that I did, and even the things that I want to do, they have a course of action. Whoever this person is, they know different ways of approaching the situation to get what they want. They want to get back together with you. They want to come together with you in this connection because they have a lot of love. And they're looking at all these different things, like maybe I could shoot them a text, maybe I can reach out, maybe I can ask them to meet for coffee, whatever. The problem is, as they're going through all these like scenarios in their head of how they can approach you, how they can make this happen, they're really, really, really anxious about this. They're afraid of experiencing that emotional pain. They're afraid of getting rejected. They're afraid of experiencing heartbreak again, or possibly you just rejecting them. And don't forget that the main energy for your reading this week is the Five of Pentacles. If this is you, you're carrying this like fear of being rejected, of abandonment from this person, of them telling you like, hey, go kick rocks. I don't want to be with you anymore. But the feelings are definitely there. Let's take a look at the Queen of Wands. And again, I don't see this actually being the reality. And what I mean by that is I don't see this other person being like, Gemini, go F yourself, right? I see that this is just fears that you're holding on to. For the Queen of Wands in the current situation, you get the Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands. This process is going to move forward, right? Like this is going to happen. This is going to heal. Whatever's meant to happen here is going to happen regardless. It's going to take some time. I see you during this whole period just kind of waiting. I don't really see you taking too much action. I don't see you doing things. It's almost like you're kind of just letting time pass where you're like, I know what I want. I know all this, but because whoever this person is, they're carrying a lot of fear and a lot of pain. or a lot of fear of experiencing pain. It's almost like they're kind of just letting time go by until they feel like they're ready to make a move, until like they feel like they're ready to take action and act based on how they feel without all this fear stopping them. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands in the near future. Page of Wands is clarified by the Strength, the King of Wands, and the Star. This person is going to make a move. It's small steps. They have an immense, like they know what they want. Their deepest desire is you, okay? They're looking at you, and gender doesn't matter to me in tarot. They're looking at you and they're like, yeah, I want Gemini. I want Gemini. Gemini's the one that I want. And they're slowly starting to realize that. Now, this realization is very difficult for them because, again, they're carrying all this fear, this, oh my God, this isn't going to work out, that it's almost like paralyzing them in a sense. And so for them to admit it to themselves, like, you know what, I can't hide how I feel anymore. I can't ignore all these feelings. What I want is Gemini. And like, because once you admit something to yourself, you can't take it back. Right? It's not like you can just lie to yourself and be like, no, I don't feel this anymore. Once you're like, yeah, I feel this, and yeah, I know that this is what I want, then it's kind of like you put yourself in a position where you're like, okay, but now I need to do something about it. So in the near future, I see this person kind of like finally acknowledging it, being like, yeah, this is what I want. Let's take a look at the five. Oh, okay, let me get that card. Give me two more for the Five of Wands in the near future for Gemini. Let's please keep the cards on the table, Spirit. Five of Wands is clarified by the Tower, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Swords. Whoever this person is, they're done with this conflict. They don't want this conflict anymore. They're almost like I said, they're accepting what they feel. They're acknowledging how they feel. And they're like, okay, this conflict, I'm over with it. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I want to start fresh. I want to start over. I want to just, new beginning in love with Gemini. The problem is this person, you may be dealing with another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, because Lord, there's a lot of overthinking here. This person's really confused about what to do. They know what they feel, they know what they want, but they're stressing out about how to make it happen. And, it's like they're kind of like slowly starting to listen to their feelings and admit what they feel. But then the second they do that, it's like their head is like, no, let me take over. Let me protect you, man. These feelings are too much. Don't listen to that. Let me tell you what the right course of action is. Which is really confusing, this person, by the way. Let's take a look at the Justice in the near future. Okay. Thank you for leaving it on the table, Spirit. Two more for the Justice in the near future. Your cards are shooting out, but at least they're landing on the table this time instead of the floor. The Justice is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Whoever this person is, they're going to make the decision to be like, okay, I want to balance out these energies. I want to make everything feel right, feel fair. I feel like this person is finally going to listen to how they feel. They're going to approach you from a very grounded energy, though. They're not going to come in with like a ton of love and like, oh my God, I love you, Gemini, all that. They feel that. They're not going to approach you that way, though. They're going to approach you with very stable energy. Like, hey, I thought this through. This is what I think is fair. This is how I saw the situation. How did you see the situation? Let's talk about this. There's not going to be a lot of messy energy here, which is a good way to resolve whatever issue you may have with this person. And the reason they're coming forward is because in the near future, they can't really deny the intensity of the bond that they feel anymore. Whoever this person is, they're like, yeah, this is what I feel and this bond is intense. And they can't really fight it anymore. So they're like, yeah, might as well do something about it. But I like the energy that they're coming in with. It's very grounded, very stable, very like chill energy. Let's take a look at what the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week, Gemini. From the universe, you get the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy. You're moving towards something stable. You want stability. You want something with long-term, grounded potential. Something that you know is dependable and you can rely on. I see you moving towards that. And with that energy, you're also approaching a new beginning in love, possibly with this person. I feel like this is with this person. I don't feel like this is a new beginning with somebody new. I feel like whatever happened in the past, this person or you, they're going to reach a point in the near future where they're like, okay, I know what this is. Let me approach this from a grounded place. Let's resolve this. Let's make things better so that we can move into this energy of long-term stability. And I see this happening quite quickly. I don't see this taking a very, very long time. With the Chariot here, that's like very, very fast movement. You're moving towards that energy of a new, stable, grounded beginning in love. And that's beautiful. Really great energy, Gemini. So that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if it resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you again for tuning in for your reading, and I'll see you here next week. Bye, Gemini.